Mecherath. There are 11 steps in setting up Mecherath when you first open your file. Spending a little time and not rushing through these 11 screens will make using Mecherath a much easier process to help you use and understand. Page 2 is entering your general information, stuff that you use normally. Be sure to use your primary email address, as this is the address that will show up in your contact and your employee record. Page 3 is entering your company information, including if you have specific shipping instructions to your location. Page 4. Enter the last date of your corporate calendar year. Now for most companies this will be December 31st, the last date, because you started the calendar year on January 1st. If your corporate year starts on October 1st, then the last date of your corporate calendar year will be September 30th. Click this popover to see a more detailed description. What this does is reset your count for your agreements. So at the beginning of your new corporate year, be it January, July, or October 1st, your agreement number will start over with the last two digits of the year followed by 0001. If you would like to, though not required, enter the date that you actually started your company. Page 5. Setting up your email. This is the email you'll be sending from when you use Mecherath, and thus use the settings from the email that you're going to use, which you will get from your email provider. For example, if you're using Yahoo, your email port will be 465, and the SMTP will be smtp.mail.yahoo.com. Gmail is also shown. If you use Outlook or MacMail, use the same settings you use to set up those email accounts. Page 6 gives you the option to use your preferred page setups. On your print documents, it will use the settings that you create here. If you have a company logo or boilerplates, you put your information as you would like to see it. The information in the boilerplates is strictly as an example. This is easily changed at a later date, so don't worry about it too much right now. Page 7 allows you to put in your personal hourly rates. Your default hourly rate, your default service call rate, and the service call charge, which is the minimum you charge on a service call to show up, and of course an hourly rate for design work. If you need to charge tax, there are 6 different fields that you can use depending on what may be required, and these can be changed individually in each agreement. Fixed parking rate gives you the opportunity to charge your client for parking, often used for city work. This is kind of a reminder as it creates an additional work authorization to make sure you don't forget. Page 8. This is the behind-the-scenes part of Mecherath that allows you to track the type of work your employees are doing. Now there are basically 2 types of work, the work in the office and the work in the field. The work in the office we call office cost control. It's your overhead cost. Any work description that has an X in the checkbox will only show up when you're clocked in doing office cost control work or overhead type work. This allows you to separate which work descriptions a person clocking in will see. The workman comp codes and rates are key to being charged the proper rate by your insurance company because you're able to track it rather than the agency grouping it into one category. We suggest you get in touch with your insurance agent. Find out what the rate is for each type of work you're doing. Using Mecherath's time clock, when your employees clock in and clock out, the category of work is tracked and shown in detail by employee or category in the report. This could save you thousands of dollars a year depending on the size of your company and the type of work you do. This does require each employee have their own subscription so that you can track their information individually and keep accurate records. Page 9. Tags allows you to categorize a contact in multiple ways. Create your first tag by clicking the plus button and type in business owner. Click the check mark and business owner will now appear in your list. Click the X to include or exclude from this list. This also allows you to search in the same manner. Click the magnifying glass, make a selection, and click search. This now becomes one of the 7 different ways you can do searches just in the contacts using Mecherath. Page 10. Set your time zone. If you reside in Arizona and don't use daylight savings time, then you click yes. Otherwise, everyone else click no. Select the first day of your pay period and then your pay schedule. Is it weekly, bi-weekly, or twice a month? On page 11, you'll see 2 buttons, Terms and Conditions and the Privacy Policy. Clicking on each one of those will reveal the drop-down with the details of each of the terms. Please take a moment and read 1 through 6. These 6 items will help you to understand and navigate Mecherath better, as well as watching our next video, Getting Started. Congratulations! Click the Finish Setup button. This will take a moment as Mecherath creates your files, listed above in the 6 steps. We welcome you to join one of our online trainings, get more familiar with Mecherath, and help it to become one of the most valuable tools in your business.